the Earl of the Smoke, Greggy. What's good, Greggy?
You know what I'm on. Get straight to it. Fuck it, man. We don't got time to be pussyfooting.
I see you got your enforcer here. You know what I'm saying? She got the enforcer with you. Yes, sir. Yeah.
For sure.
Yo, all right, so Erickson Lubin stopped by Vergil Ortiz. My brain's all over the place. Stopped by Vergil Ortiz in the second round. Vergil looked good. He looked strong. What you think of the performance?
Performance was what he was supposed to do. That it wasn't too much. After somebody do something like that, it ain't really too much you looking for because he got it done early. You know what I mean? Check in and check out. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no time for critique. Vergil did what he was supposed to do. Lubin, I don't know what Lubin was thinking about. I don't know what he had on his mind, but you seen how it ended. I mean, congratulations to Vergil. I mean,
you thought that Lubin was a live dog. A lot of people thought that Lubin was a live dog.
Yeah.
Like, what did you see technically in the fight that caused it to look the way that it did, or end the way that it did?
I mean, the first round, I thought, from what I saw from Lubin, I thought he was just filling him out and trying to see what he could get off. Vergil was stalking him, but Vergil really wasn't giving back too much. He was throwing, but he wasn't trying to crack him. Second round, he saw that Lubin wasn't trying to really fight. Lubin was just trying to, you know what I mean, see what he could make happen, and Vergil picked up on that. So because Vergil picked up on that, he pressed him a little more. Once he pressed him, Lubin tried to get him off him, but it was a right hand and a left hook that Vergil landed. The hook landed flush, and from there it was all she wrote. You know what I mean? He really couldn't recover. The shot stunned him pretty good. Lubin placed himself against the ropes. I don't know why. Held his hands to his head and just let him beat on him. It was a wrap from there. I mean, it wasn't too much going on.
Did you think it would look like that, yo?
I don't know. Vergil's a good guy, man. Like, you know, you're a good fighter. They both tough, but you know, the best man wins. So that's what happened.
Johnny, you expected it to look like that, Johnny?
Well,
Vergil and Lubin.
No, it's funny. I said 3 different ways. I was like, on a technical standpoint, I was like, if Lubin was himself, it'd be like Vergil would be tailor-made for him. But then I was like also thinking like how much Vergil got left and he could be damn good where I could see Vergil up and then, you know, Lubin up and then Vergil just catching him or Vergil just blitzing him, which he did. So was I shocked at it at all? No, but you know, Vergil went out there and looked good and did his thing.
Gee, was it more so about what Vergil was that night, or was it about Lubin's? Some people consider Lubin worn out. Some people consider Lubin changed. Was it just Vergil was a monster that night? Was it, you know, Lubin's wear and tear, or could have been a combination of the two?
It was definitely a combination, but here's the thing. There's no question about Vergil because you know what he is. You know what he's coming to do. So there's no question about Vergil. The question was on Lubin. What was Lubin going to do? What was Lubin going to bring to the table? And everything that was advertised, it was opposite of everything that was advertised. It was nothing like what they said. They were saying fight of the year, you know, possibly a draw, possibly Lubin might win. Lubin didn't even look like he wanted to win, to be honest. He just wasn't there. I don't know. And it looked like more of a mental game. And I think the mental part hit him once they got in the ring because Vergil, his body mass, like from the weigh-in to the fight, at the weigh-in they looked the same size. Fight, you could tell Vergil was beefed all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't trying to deal with that. It looked like to me, it looked like he was worried about how big he was.
Yo, I've seen Vergil on people's ass before. I've seen Vergil apply relentless pressure. This was more educated pressure.
Yeah.
And I just didn't expect Lubin to respond that way to Vergil's level 7, level 6 pressure rather than level 10.
Yeah, Lubin is known to be a gangster. And for him to go out like that, it was a letdown. That's what I meant when I said it was a letdown, because Lubin always go out in a blaze if he have to, if it's that type of fight. He just didn't, his head was somewhere else. I don't know what that was about. His head was somewhere else. I couldn't believe what I was watching, to be honest.
like in the last couple fights, Jay, Vergil has shown a lot more restraint than he showed against Igis Cavaliauskas, against a Michael McKinson.
Right.
Where he just like, he's on your head.
Right. That's because, so Robert Garcia is a great coach, right? I can imagine him getting back after those fights and Robert saying, yo, I like what you do, but you gotta be smoother about it. You gotta be sharper with it. You know what I mean? You can't just go in there and keep walking up on guys, because the top echelon guys is not gonna do that. So when we saw Vergil taking his time in the last fight and in this fight, it was because he trying to pay respects to what he had in front of him. He had respect for Lubin, but you know what I mean, it went out the door after the first round because he saw that Lubin couldn't hurt him. So it was like, all right, I might as well go ahead and just get him out.
When Lubin got to the ropes, what do you think the strategy was?
I don't think it was a strategy. I think Lubin thing is when he gets to the ropes, I can get you in range where I can hit you with something. I don't think Lubin remind me of the type of fighter, he like to just beat on you. If you make him think, it's gonna piss him off. You know what I mean? And the fact that Vergil was bigger than him, I think him walking forward, he couldn't see himself doing that. So it was kind of like, all right, I'm gonna let him come to me. But that was just foolish. I don't know what that was. I don't know. That was a big letdown.
Out of all of Vergil Ortiz's performances, do you feel like this is the best one?
Nah, it's not the best one because it wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough to be one of your best performances. Was it a good knockout? Hell yeah, really good knockout, but not his best performance. Vergil got better performances than that, for sure.
Is this what gets the Mexican community fully behind him? Because it seemed like Ryan Garcia gets more love.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to use the guys from his age group. Ryan Garcia, David Benavidez gets more love. And whereas though he's like, not an afterthought, but he's like the third or fourth guy on the Mexican list.
Right. I think what it is, Ryan Garcia get more love from women. I think Vergil get more love from the gangsters. I think the gangsters fuck with Vergil. The women love, you know what I mean, Ryan Garcia.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah. Tall, thin fella. Vergil get his hair cut like he. Vergil got an army cut. He just be going to barbershop, cut my shit off. Ryan, he get his shit slick to the side. He get a part.
Eyebrows, the half shirt.
Yeah, all the
shoes.
Yeah. So he got the girls on his side.
Somebody know about Oscar.
Right. That's why Oscar love me.
Yo, he do have some Oscar. Only thing is, like, I think Ryan's from like outside of LA, and Oscar's from East LA.
Oscar what?
Oscar's from East LA, like Oscar's from the fucking slums.
Yeah, real shit.
Greggy Cash.
We here.
Salute to GHB TV.
Appreciate that.
So we just talked about Vergil Ortiz's spectacular performance against Erickson Lubin.
Yeah.
And him and Boots come face to face.
Yeah.
Boots pulls up Fort Worth, Texas. It seemed like before the fight, Oscar really wasn't with him coming down. Robert Garcia really wasn't with him coming down.
Yeah.
Vergil Sr. as well. But he shows up. Vergil calls him in the ring. Yeah. And I guess that was that first time coming face to face with each other. What'd you think, man?
I mean, that's what the game need. That's what Boots need. That's what Vergil need. The problem is, I'm not sure. No, fuck not sure. De La Hoya, Robert Garcia, and Vergil's father, and Vergil's manager, so 4 of them, they all agreeing this is the wrong fight for Vergil Ortiz. I think Vergil Ortiz want the fight, but I think they're afraid of what could happen to their fighter and son, so they don't even want this shit to happen. Therefore, they're being forced to duck the situation. Yes, duck the situation.
So you feel like this is official duck?
Why wouldn't it be? After all the shit they put Boots through, after Vergil go to 54 and still call Boots a duck at 47 when Boots still at 47, then Boots come to 54, they say, oh, he looking for tune-ups, he looking for tune-ups, he looking for tune-ups. When Vergil been in there with probably 3 light touches at 54, and they kept blaming it on because, oh, we had to make sure he was cleared of the illness. No, he was cleared of the illness by the fucking doctor. He been cool. Now he get to 54, he fight one time, he clipped the motherfucker down. You clip Vergil, you clip Lubin, it's perfect. Make the fight. What the fuck else is going on? And then listen, all of a sudden, you You Team Texas. I want my dream fight. What do you mean? That shit is over, bro. What's his name? Errol Spence ain't fighting 2.5 years. What you mean? Your dream fight. That dream been went away. That shit over, cousin. What'd he say? Time is now. Let's fucking get it. Yeah, this is what the people have been waiting for. They've been calling Boots a duck. They've been having fun calling him a duck. All right, now let's go. Let's get it. Why not? Why not? And then guess what? Lubin tried to say this and Vergil. Oh, we looking for belts. Errol Spence ain't got no belt. So what you talking about? And this will be Errol's first time fighting at 54. They think they slick. No, we ain't doing that. Let's go. Bring your ass. Come on. What you waiting on? Let's go.
Did this surprise you with the turn of events? Because now I'm seeing his manager come out on Instagram and say, you know, they should put Spence versus Vergil and then Boots versus Charlo on the undercard, and the winners fight each other.
Bro, did you see his manager? His manager's a weenie. He never been in the gym until he got with Vergil. He don't know nothing about fighting. He bitching, so of course he bitching. Vergil pop bitching because that's my boy. That's my pride and joy. That's my son. I don't want to see him get fucked around. Robert Garcia is bitching because this one of my best dogs. I can't have nothing happen to him. And De La Hoya is bitching because this is probably the last good thing I got because that undercard was ass. Let's keep it real. Undercard was ass. It was some good fights, but the undercard was ass. So Vergil about the best thing smoking at Golden Boy, besides Ryan Garcia, and then Ryan Garcia living off his looks and his name. So that shit is over, man. Let Boots go ahead and do what he gonna do. Just let it happen. I mean, don't fight it. Just let it happen. Come on. Stop bullshitting.
So the Zone makes a post. Well, first Errol Spence and Charlo show up to the fight, right? We ain't seen Earl out in a while. Charlo just came back outside.
Yeah.
So they want that fight. I've gotten an interview with Robert Garcia. They want that fight, and to me, logically, it makes sense. Business-wise, it makes perfect sense because
For sure.
Errol Spence is a wounded dog. We don't know how wounded, but Terrence Crawford kind of put him in a semi-retirement space, right?
Now, you gotta call a spade a spade.
We don't know if he's going to come back or not. And so he's a big name. He's from the same market that you're from.
Yep.
He's damaged goods,
Yep.
and people are clamoring for his return.
Yep.
As opposed to a dude that got his acclimated fight in the division.
Yep.
Stylistically, looks like it would be a tough fight for you, and he's in the smack dab prime of his career.
Yep.
So to me, logically, it definitely makes sense, and it's the route that I would go if I was managing Vergil's career. But at the same time,
Listen,
in the ring, you said, "Is that a yes?"
Yep.
Is that a yes? As in, like, basically, do you want to fight me now?
Yep.
The kid said, "Yeah," and you gonna pay for everything that they said.
Yep.
That's kind of what got the public feeling like.
Mill, listen, Mill. I don't mean to keep cutting you off. Listen. I'm always to the streets. My ear is always to the streets. It's motherfuckers in Philly that was calling Boots a duck. You understand? That's how bad they believe the shit people was saying, right? That's how bad it was. Boots don't give a fuck about what nobody be saying, but I give a fuck because I'm like, yo, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all watching. Y'all not paying attention. Now it's right here in your face and you see it clear. If you don't understand a duck, I'm gonna tell you why it's a duck. How come Earl wasn't your dream fight before the fight? We heard nothing about it being your dream fight. Listen, they used Boots' name to promote the fight as if they was going to fight, as if the fight was already here, right? We never heard anything about Earl being your dream fight. Now, what y'all trying to do is y'all trying to be slick, trying to get Jerry Jones involved. Because if Jerry, hey, listen, y'all got the venue, it's up to y'all. What y'all going to do? You think they're not going to jump on it? You understand what I'm saying? And Jerry's a powerhouse when it comes to entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So, of course people going to jump all over that. But the thing was, it was never a thing until Boots got in that fucking ring. Now, you get out the ring post press conference, now all of a sudden, no, that's my dream fight. I just want my dream fight, man. If I really could get it, man, that's the fight I always wanted. Even though it's nothing on the line except the fact that y'all can fill up the arena. And I dig that. And business-wise, yeah, it do make sense. But guess what? Get the fuck out of here. You an undefeated, young, hungry lion, and we're trying to match you up with a young, undefeated, hungry lion. Make it happen. Stop bitching. I don't like talking like this about boxing. But you gotta be real. That's bitching, Mill. That's bitching. Errol Spence hasn't even competed at 154. Jermell Charlo ain't fought in 2 years. Neither one of them ain't fought in 2 years. Why is they even in the equation? Why they even in the equation? What the fuck is y'all talking about? That's bitching. Where I come from, I don't know where y'all from, the viewers, but where I come from, that's bitching. Where I come from. The time is now.
For me, right? Logically, business-wise, it makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
To go the Errol Spence route.
Understood.
It's a very, very good reward for not that much risk for the point that Errol Spence is at in his career.
Yep.
But
I'm gonna tell you why you want Errol.
But then here's the Mexican pride, right? Mm-hmm. I've always looked at. I feel like everybody in like other coaches always looked at Mexicans as really, really tough guys that don't take shit. Mexican dudes will rumble you.
Yeah.
So then there's that aspect of dude came to your hometown.
Yeah.
He stepped into your ring with a hoodie on.
Yeah.
Pressed you in front of your fans.
Good pressure.
And said he's going to basically make an example out of you because of what everybody's been saying to him.
Yep.
So you can see the frustration in him.
Yep.
And then right after that, it's the Errol Spence talk. So I understand business-wise of why they want to do it.
Yeah.
But I understand why fans are so upset and calling Vergil a duck because of everything that surrounded that whole interaction.
Yeah.
They see the hole
in them. And listen.
What'd you say?
because they see the hole in them. Now, a question for y'all.
Yeah.
If he was to fight Errol Spence, would he make $10 million?
He could, probably. Know why? That venue. What that venue hold? 90,000? It's an NFL stadium.
Yeah. The
like
the venue holds, I think, between 70 and 90.
So my whole point right now, let's go into.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he could get the 10,
Yeah.
depending on what Earl would ask for. I don't know.
Exactly. That. Now we about to go to that, right? Because they walking around like, yeah, we the A side, like, yeah, Errol Spence. No, y'all gotta negotiate. Y'all can't say nothing to Errol Spence. Spence can tell them niggas, I want 80-20. They gotta have to take this shit because you didn't even sell out 15,000 arena. Dickie's over, well, how many? Like 14,000?
10.
He probably went like 5,000 to 6,000 in there. So they walk around with like with their chest out like, yeah, we're the A side. Y'all talk about this dream fight with Errol Spence like they the A's. Like if y'all got something to say to Errol Spence sold out Cowboy Stadium 3 times, not Vergil. So at the end of the day, he gonna have to go in there walking around like, yeah, this is my dream fight. No, you don't got no say with Errol Spence. So that's just a way to duck.
Right about that. And Errol Spence, from that region of the country, he been fighting Mexican fighters his whole life. He know Earl gonna give him what he want, which is a face-to-face situation. We gonna phone booth the situation. Boots could be in your face and not be there at the same time. He don't want to deal with that. He don't want to deal with that. It's bitching. It's bitching.
Errol Spence is still the face of Dallas boxing. When you think of Dallas, you think of Errol Spence, right?
Yeah.
Would you give that up and leverage? No, you're gonna have to come in my equation if you want to fight me. Like that's why they walk around like they got their chest out. Like, oh yeah, we got all these options. Y'all not A side against Errol Spence, and he hasn't fought in 3 years. So cut the bullshit. That's just a way to duck.
Yeah. I agree.
To me, I don't think that they're A side in a situation with Jaron Ennis.
No. But that's what they trying to force.
I know. Yeah.
You know,
I feel like the situation, if both parties really want to fight, of course you just come to the table and, you know, one side's going to have to give, the other side's going to have to give if you really want to fight.
50-50. Split everything.
Split down the line, put it in Vegas. It's perfect. That is
Split
perfect.
everything. It's not like Boots saying, yo, you got to come to Philly. Boots just like, I want to fight. That's it. Vergil the one talking about dollars and, you know what I'm saying, all that type shit. And this is a terrible business, man. It pisses me off. Because every time it's a good fight on the line, so much technical shit get in between. Make the fight. Stop the bullshit.
His
Make the
manager
fight.
turned to pussy. That's what it is.
His manager is booming.
He's a hoe. I've been told y'all about this man. When I went and exposed him on his comments, this man went and had a sissy fit and blocked me. I told y'all this shit was going to happen. I was like, oh, what's going to happen is every time I ask about the fight, he gonna be like.
No, he definitely need a new manager. My manager can't be a weenie. I can't have a weenie with me. The man clothes don't fit. All his clothes too big. No, we don't need nobody like that around us.
Yo, that's crazy.
No, he look like he's still baby gap. He can't even fit the shit he try to wear a grown man medium. That shit ain't even fit. No. Go get me a real gangster. I can't do nothing with him.
G, do you think we get this fight?
Nope. Vergil not gonna do it. You crazy? He got his father against him. He got Robert Garcia against him. He got Oscar De La Hoya against him, and he got the weenie with him. He got the weenie against him. So that's 4-1. He lost the vote. Vergil might want the fight. They don't want it. They bitching. That's just what it is. And you know why? Boots could do everything he do. And more. But it's just the fact that when it's Lubin on there being bullied, on there and get him out. Boots ain't going for that shit. He not going for that shit, man. So, no, man, I hate it. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. Vergil, you need to fire everybody. Fire the whole squad. Fire your pop too. Go get a step pop. Fire everybody. Get away from these guys. They're gonna cost you, bro. Hey, Vergil, they're gonna cost you. Trust me. They're gonna cost you a lot of paper.
Did you think that after the fight, coming off of such a spectacular performance, it would be a sense of, he's a southpaw, Lubin's athletic, Boots is a southpaw, looked at as a better fighter than Lubin, more talented than Lubin. But since we had so much success against him, we'll just hop right in here and, face Boots, being that we just did really well against a southpaw of comparable height, strength, etc.
Bro, they said his name so many times. I thought the contract was already signed. I thought that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, this shit already made.
According to Eddie and Oscar, this is something that they already talked about.
Oscar said that.
Yeah, Eddie basically said that they already ironed out money terms. And so I don't understand, okay, if you already talked about the money, you, the network, and the people involved already talked about the money. Boots signed an extension based off of the money that you talked about. What is the issue now if you already talked about the bread?
Yep. You know what the issue is. The ass whooping. The ass whooping is the issue. Niggas don't want to risk it. Sometimes you gotta take a loss to gain. So go ahead and take the loss and gain later. The fans not gonna turn on you, bro. They're gonna love you more. If you take the fight with Boots Ennis, fans gonna love you more. Trust me. Look what De La Hoya too, but look what Canelo was able to do. He lost to Floyd, still made big money. Still a legend. He lost to Bud, still a legend. He lost to my boy, the big fella. Bivol. He still made money. Life ain't over. You just had to take an ass whooping. Everybody had to take an ass whooping. When I was young, my mom told me don't ride my bike on the other side of town. I did. I got an ass whooping. It's all right. I live. I'm here. You know what I mean? What the fuck? What the fuck we talk about, man? This is why people begin to fall off of boxing. This is why they go back to basketball and football, because it's like, y'all told me it was going to be fights happening. There ain't no fights happening.
Do you think that's the defining reason? Because every year in basketball and football, you see the best go up against the best. The best in the AFC versus the best in the NFC.
Absolutely.
The best in the Eastern Conference versus the best in the Western Conference. And the dimensions don't change based off of
who they got playing for.
Yeah, the rim is 10 feet.
Yep.
The court is 94 feet.
Yep.
You get 6 timeouts. You know what I mean? Like, the three-point line doesn't move.
Yep. That's exactly it. That's a beautiful example. Beautiful example. But in boxing, guys they get slithery, De La Hoya was saying the whole time, basically they bringing up Boots like they already made the fight. So I'm not understanding what's going on. This is a fight we've been talking about since the last weight class. What the fuck? We here. So is that what we do now? We only mention guys to build our name? Is that what we do? And I'm hoping that you become a fan of me off of my old work and not the real work? Come on. I can't believe it, man. I'm disgusted.
All right, so I guess the last part of it would be Vergil Ortiz's manager, Rick Meridian. There was a post about the face-off on DAZN Boxing, and everybody can go look. Rick Meridian goes on there and says, basically, they're not going to entertain any offer that doesn't have 7 zeros behind it. So you better come with 7 zeros before we can ever have a conversation. That's that's a minimum of $10 million to start.
Yep.
Thoughts on hearing that?
That's prime bitching. You know what I'm saying? That's top tier bitching. That boy ain't made $5 million. Fuck, he gonna make 10. Now, guess what? They probably could make 10. Pay-per-view situation and all that. But shouldn't Boots make 10 too? You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to act like this some big scary motherfucker that beat up all these. No. He not Canelo. Canelo is different. Canelo got wins over Shane Mosley, Miguel Cotto. He got super wins. Vergil not the same case. Fuck no. The time is now. They can have him. 10 million is out of pocket. But like I said, you got a weenie doing your business, so it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, bro. Fire him. Hey, Verge, fire him. Trust me. It's a lot of different managers around, veterans. He's ass. I don't know what else to say, Mel. He's ass.
Gee, another interaction. The night of Lubin versus Ortiz. Jaron, Ennis, and Jermell Charlo come face to face.
Right.
Shit with Eddie Hearn.
Right.
And Charlo said that, Eddie knows who to call, that he's a bad motherfucker and this and that.
Right.
And Boots tells him, stay by your phone. What's your thoughts on the interaction?
I told you 3-4 years ago, I love that fight. That's one of the better fights. I would love it more if Charlo get in there with somebody, shake the dust off. That way there's no excuses, and then him and Boots lock ass. I love that fight. That's one of my favorite fights. That'd be one of my favorite fucking fights.
Everybody was kind of going crazy, G.
Yeah.
Because people felt like Boots looked like he was bigger than Charlo.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I think Charlo is a little taller for sure, but just fuck the height differences and all that. Who bigger? That's a great fucking fight. Let's make the fight. You know what I'm saying? But let's make the fight after we take care of Vergil. Take care of Vergil, then get Jermell. Let Jermell do what he's doing, and then bring it together. I love Jermell Charlo energy. I love his energy. I love that he down to fight Boots. Cause guess what? Jermell could be. Here's the thing. Jermell got more say than all of them, because Jermell was undisputed and only lost his titles because he went to fight Canelo. So for real, Jermell got more say than all of them. But Jermell a dog, and he like, man, we can rumble.
So you would rather Jermell carry it like how Vergil and his team is carrying it?
No,
not saying
Not
rather, but you saying
I would
that
accept it.
that he has that kind of cash.
He has that. He has the big wins. He's made the money. You know what I'm saying? He's been in with shit. He been in with everybody. He that little saga he had with Tony Harrison. That was great. That was great for boxing. Lost to him, come back and stop him and get your shit back. You know what I'm saying? That was great for boxing. And didn't he fight him in Detroit the second time? Didn't he fight him up there?
I don't know. I gotta check.
I think the second fight they fought in Detroit or some shit. Come on, bro. Come on. Jermell the only one at 54 that can talk hot. Nobody else can't talk hot like that. You know what I'm saying? And Jermell's still willing to fight. And Jermell with his age could be like, man, I ain't fucking with them young boys. He's down to fight. So come on. But I want that Vergil fight first, and then we holler at Mel.
You think that they could try to use the Jermell fight as a justification for them fighting Spence?
Bro, you already said that's what they tried to put him, and then try to make it the undercard. Huh?
Yeah, Boots and Jermell don't need to be on
That
nobody
ain't no undercard fight.
That's
You
a
out your fucking
that's a
mind.
Vegas fight, or
What?
Charlo shit, Houston,
What?
Atlanta.
I like that in Atlanta.
If you want to be neutral,
Yeah, I like it in Atlanta. Put Jermell and Boots in Atlanta, and then them two, you know what I mean? And y'all can fight on Friday and let them fight on Saturday. You know what I mean?
All right, Jay. So right after the post press conference, well, shit, during the post press conference,
Yeah.
after Vergil Ortiz's destruction of Erickson Lubin, you hearing Oscar De La Hoya talk about that Vergil's the man in the division. He's the one that everybody wants to fight. Robert Garcia is saying the same thing. Vergil's the man, and everything has to be done on on the Vergil's time, and basically that Vergil is the A side in a fight against Jaron Ennis.
Yeah.
Do you agree? Who's the A side in that situation?
No, I'm going to say 50-50. It's all perception. I'm only saying 50-50 because of the 54 division. But if you weigh everything up, Boots is the A side. Boots was the only one that was champion before. Not only Unified, but Ring Magazine as well. So how? You know what I'm saying? But I'm only saying 50-50 because of 154. At 54, it's 50-50. But if you just weigh everything up, Boots is definitely the A side. Now, Robert and them saying that is just perception. You put that out there and you make it look like that, then there's people who believe that, because there's a lot of people who watch boxing that don't know what they watching or who these guys are and what they mean to the division or to the game. So it's some people that's just gonna get out there and believe that, no, he's the A side and this and that. And this. No, he's not no A side to a Boots. And it's how? Look at the numbers. That's all you gotta do. Look at the numbers. If you look at their record, if you look at what they done, and you look at what they sold, look at the numbers. Nah.
Because we saw on Instagram, Rick Meridian basically sent a message to the Zone saying that don't open the negotiations unless it's a minimum, or unless you started at 7 figures, so which is $10 million.
Yeah.
And so it seems like they're pushing for that Vergil to be able to dictate the terms in the Jaron Ennis negotiation.
He's going to fuck up a lot of money for Vergil. I'm going to say that. They're going to fuck up a lot of money for Vergil. It's just like that. There's no way he the A side. How? What has he done and who has he beat to say he the A side? He hasn't beat a champion. He hasn't been champion. So how is he the A side?
Do you find that weird, though, that for a guy that has 4 quality fighters and for a guy Vergil's age to have yet, because when you look at Xander, he's 23.
Yeah.
Brian's 23. Dev's got a title early.
Yeah.
Boots is already unified. Amanda Stanionis won a belt.
Yeah.
It just seems like him and Conor Ben were the only guys that's fighting on world level.
Yeah.
Oh, and has never won a world title.
Yeah. It's because of timing. It's because of they didn't want to rush Vergil, or so-called rush Vergil, because of who was in the division. And you know who was in the division at 47, and then you know who was in the division at 54. So they was trying to protect him. And I understand a little bit, but then again, if he is everything you say he is, then pop his chain. You know what I'm saying? But they know he not like that. They know he can fight, but he ain't no super monster. No, it's all perception. If I'll get you the right opponents, people gonna start saying Mill top 10 in the world. If I get you the right opponents, that's all I got to do. Get you the right opponents, and that's what Golden Boy has been able to provide. But now we got to fight. Now it's okay. It's time to really fight. So now we got to be super strategic, and we're gonna start looking for one-legged dogs to put him in there with.
When you say one-legged dogs,
wounded animals.
So Erickson Lubin being stopped a couple of times before that, you would equate him to that?
Two-legged dog.
Okay. Trying to think who else did he fight. East Kavaliauskas was stopped by Terrence Crawford.
Two-legged dog.
Maurice Hooker was stopped by Jose Ramirez.
No legs, too small.
Trying to think who
Maurice Hooker was a 140-pounder. Tall, skinny frame. He had no business in there with a Vergil.